Hello there, gorgeous soul tribe. Melissa here to do a collective love reading for you all. We are going to be looking at the energy that you bring to the connection that you have in mind, the energy that the person that you have in mind brings, as well as a potential outcome and an overarching energy. Anything that you guys would need to know about myself or this channel, you can find in the About section, the description box below, or of course the community tab. You can also check out my website, which is www.thetaropist.com. Hi, guys, I'm Melissa, and let's get after it. We are going to start out with the Light Seers Tarot here and get the initial energies, and then we'll clarify with the Rider Waite, as well as get an Oracle card at the end to close the reading from the Dream Guidance Love Messages. Of course, if you want me to be more likely to pick up on your energies in future readings and even in this one, don't forget to like the video and consider even subscribing to the channel. Okay, thank you so much for all of your love and support. Let's get after this reading here, guys. We are going to whoa, these are upside down, so let's just fix that right now. And then we are going to actually cut the deck. I know this is silly. The sun and first of all, this feels very lovey. Okay, we got the King of Cups popping out here and the Sun card as well. We'll see if they come out in the actual reading, but the Ace of Cups in your energy, gorgeous. The Hanged Man in the person you have in mind's energy. I like that, actually. Three cards want to come out for the potential outcome here, which is interesting because we're also going to clarify that, but I'm taking it because that's what it felt like I needed to do here. Something from your past coming back around. Hate to say it. Okay. We have it could be something. Okay, there's a few energies coming through. One, it could be a connection from your past coming back around, right? Something that needed a higher perspective. Your person needed a higher perspective, and something needed to be transformed within the connection or within each one of you internally, separately. Yeah, and then when I said that the bottom of the deck was the Hanged Man there as well. These are upside down as well. Okay. We're going to clarify everything, but I'm already getting, first of all, your energy is gorgeous. There's a new opportunity here for you in love. It does feel like for a lot of you, the new opportunity in love here is somebody from your past. Doesn't have to be, could be a friend, by the way, or some sort of even a business, could have been a professional connection being transformed here into a romantic connection, but there is a need to surrender. The overall energy feel is the Nine of Swords, not a great energy. The energy of the Nine of Swords is a very worry is the right word for the Nine of Swords here. I'm going to put this over here because it's just not feeling right over here. The Nine of Swords is about worrying about something that is already being orchestrated for you. You don't have, the worry isn't going to help anybody here. It's about, keeping yourself up at night, thinking about how something's going to work out when it's divinely orchestrated. Not all things, by the way. There are things, we do need to take inspired action and things like that in life in general. But the one thing that remains factual in all situations is that worry is never going to change a situation for you. Okay. And there's a lot of worry here that I'm feeling. And I need to surrender the outcome of this situation. Okay. Knowing that if it's divinely orchestrated, divinely guided, divinely meant to be, it's like if this connection is meant to be, you don't need to force it. Okay. It's going to be orchestrated and divinely, you'll be guided. What I'm trying to say here is I feel like somebody, could be you, could be them. It feels like maybe them, they've tried to hold on to this connection tightly, or okay. Does feel like you could be somebody's boss here. Interesting. You could be this person's boss is what I'm trying to say. I'm getting that. You could be their teacher, some of you, okay? They're in any area, you could be like, I'm getting like even a college professor. So this doesn't feel creepy or illegal, okay? This does feel like a divine kind of divinely orchestrated. Like I said, there's something being worried about here. And originally I thought we were worrying about the connection coming together. Now I think you're worrying about whether or not you should be feeling these feelings for this person. Let me get more on their energy here. I feel like you feel very magnetically drawn towards someone who could be your subordinate, right? Somebody under you. Hmm. I want to say they're hiding their feelings for you. Let me get more though, because that could be a really bad energy as well. No, I do want to say that they're gaining a higher perspective here, but I feel like they've been very good at concealing their feelings for you. Hoofda, but they're not a bad person, because I was like, but that doesn't make them a good person, right? The Seven of Swords is representing that for me. Sometimes the Seven of Swords, let me just talk about, maybe you don't watch tarot all the time. The Seven of Swords would be concerning in a reading, especially in a love reading. It could mean, lying, cheating, and stealing, which is what everybody says it means always, but I don't always get that on it, and I wasn't getting that. There was like this kind of precious energy around it, and then I was like in my head going, well, is this person not good for you, right? And then the Justice card came out to let me know that, yes, this is a good person here, but they haven't been forthcoming about their feelings. It seems like you're both worried about this connection. So for whatever reason, this connection feels forbidden. It feels sexy though, you guys. Okay. You've got, the first three cards for your outcome here was the Death card, which is about transformation. It's about the end of something that's going to bring in this new beginning or rebirth of something. So it could be that you all are, let me just get more, because I don't feel like either of you are exiting a relationship or anything like that. I just feel like this, yes, there's this transition from whatever you were. I'm getting that you were the boss and they were the subordinate, and I don't, that you can relate that however it may relate to you. You could literally be their boss at work, or you could be their teacher, or you could have been somebody who was in charge of kind of leading a group of people and they were one of those people or something like that. And however you want to relate that, that's the energy I'm getting, is somehow you were the upper hand here. Not the upper hand, you were the upper. You guys, I'm so crazy about this. This is gorgeous. The transformation, the transition isn't easy, right? From whatever you were to what you're becoming. And again, I think because both of you are worried about it, it's being left out here in the cold a bit. And that isn't the Five of Pentacles, it's the Three of Swords, but it feels like the oof. So they're just kind of stating here that if we're not able to be more forthcoming this person about their feelings and you making a decision, it looks like you're having a hard time choosing to be with this person or choosing to share your feelings with this person, because you may be feeling that you're in a position that makes that inappropriate. Okay, is the energy I'm getting here. However, I think you're both of legal age and I don't think there's anything like that going on, and I'll never support any anything other than legal ages. Okay. However, I'm thinking that what's going on here is that, in society, we've made it inappropriate to date people who are in the, let's say, a workplace, or even it could be a professor and a student. Again, you might be the same exact age, but because there's that level of status difference, we've shunned it or made it seem inappropriate or forbidden, and that's the energy I'm getting here. But I feel like it's that's what we're trying to rewire in the brains of the sweet US citizens who are very brainwashed and very easily is like that we don't get to decide nature and what we're naturally feeling drawn and connected to just because this person happens. You're in the same path, on the same path as each other. You were genuinely destined to meet this person, and then whatever positions you guys are in is making it seem forbidden, but there's nothing wrong with it. I'm saying there, God, how can I say this? Because it's like the only thing that's wrong with it is that label that we've put on this, because you are above them statistically. I don't think statistically was the right word there. Status wise, you have a higher status than them, and whatever this is, it's feeling like it's forbidden. But I think the reality here is that this has happened to us for millennia. I'm sorry, I've been watching Lucifer, and that we've been choosing, to go with many of us choose with our head over our heart, what our heart feels drawn to or feels home as like home to us. I'm getting this person makes you feel like you're at home for the first time in your entire lifetime, but because you are their professor or their boss or whatever it is, you're feeling like this would be an inappropriate situation. And I think divine counterparts are here to rewire the conditioning that has been put on us like that. There is absolutely no reason. Obviously, maybe there would be, because of you might favor this person if they, you are their boss and they become your lover. So then there might be a need for them to move into a different position or something like that. That is understandable to me because maybe then it wouldn't be fair to the other people in the position. But just it being okay. So I got another. You might be their therapist. This is another one that's very strongly forbidden here. But I'm going to say I have no idea the legalities on that. I'm not over here trying to tell people to break the law, but that did just come through for me. So this might be a client of yours and you may be a therapist. And there is I know that there is it's a legal no-no, right? But I do believe there is something that you can do in this department to kind of expunge that, or I don't know really what the right word or term is for that, but for them to not be your client any longer and for you to go about this in a I'm not recommending anybody lose their license here by any means, but there is a need for us to transform not just your own, but the minds of the world in this kind of area where two humans are two humans. I don't care what your status, what your labels are, what you have accomplished in this lifetime. Two humans that feel a connection. It's a very rare thing that occurs and that we don't get to choose. You don't get to choose who you feel that with. And in some cases, there are reasons that we may have to lay off. But here, I feel like there's something that we're fighting that is going to change the way that we look at things. This feels huge. Like this may be, for instance, when you're watching like a legal show or something, and there's like or just in general, where there's like a number that says this case, and it's like the case that changed the world or the world's perspective about a particular scenario. And that's what this feels like. Okay. You guys, I'm sorry if my messages are coming through a little funky here, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. Whatever this connection is, you all handling it as appropriately as possible. It's like communication is key, is what I'm getting here. I'm going to get a dream guidance love message, by the way. Communication is key. Handling it cautiously and appropriately is going to be mandatory here because I do believe whatever this is going to actually alter the way that we see this or the way that even legally we approach this in the future here. It's transforming this worldwide or at least countrywide or wherever you are, something is being transformed here. From the way it's always been done to the way that our soul, it's like about learning how to use our heart over our head or our soul over our mind here. And it really leading to a life that you love and really upgrading, leveling up into the more I'm getting fourth dimension and I don't know what that is. I always talk about the third and the fifth dimension and I've never done any research on any of them, but that's all that's ever come through channeling wise. I don't like to go getting a bunch of spiritual information from humans. I like to get it from the spirit world. And I'm sorry about that if that deters me from being as knowledgeable as others, but something about the fourth dimension here, something about transitioning, leveling up here. And if we're unable to, it really just hurts, not just us, the two people involved here, like literally living with a broken heart because we weren't able to follow our soul or our heart's calling here because we were too worried about what the world would think. You're transforming the way the world sees something, love in general and relationships, and that we don't get to choose, and that these kind of predestined connections are real and they're not a little deal, and they're here to literally alter the way that we see things in this lifetime. Divine counterparts are not here just to have a great relationship and love each other and make great love, although those things will also come with it. We're here to alter the way the ego has set up, the world to be seen in a very unnatural way. Okay. So I love you and I'm going to get you a dream guidance love. I hope you understand what I'm saying here because it feels very profound, whatever this is. And It feels important that the two of you are brave here. Brave is, it's like feels like the fear is kind of getting the best of both of you at this time with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords as your overarching energies is like really submitting to fear here is going to not only deter you all from having the relationship of a lifetime, but it's going to alter. It's like I'm watching. Have you seen? Of course you have. Everybody has, right? The Back to the Future movie, and the picture starts altering when they go back and change the past, or they go ahead and change. Yeah, they go back and change the past. The picture starts altering. Something about if you all are not brave enough to kind of go for this connection vulnerably and really with true intention, it's like there's going to be a lot of if you are able to go for this connection and alter the way that we are seeing this particular scenario, there's going to be a lot of people's lives that benefit from it, not just yours, your future children, and their children and things like that. Okay, this is a power couple here that is being again, fear is, it seems like, winning the show at this time. I took you in the wrong way. I'm gonna get one more here. And I know I crossed your boundaries here. I get something about you taking them in the wrong way. I feel like you maybe thought they were, and with the Seven of Swords, I am getting that they've been concealing their emotions and their feelings for you because I think they also think that this might be an inappropriate situation. But I'm also getting that you maybe just thought in general because you could feel that we can sense energetically when somebody's withholding things, right? With the Seven of Swords, that's what the Seven of Swords actually is withholding information or withholding feelings or thoughts, right? The swords represent thought, and it's about concealing something, right? That they've been thinking, but they haven't been saying, right? I think you've been able to feel that, so you felt like there was something disingenuous about them. And I don't know if that's the right word either. I keep trying to say this word and it keeps coming through. Something not genuine about this person, right? There was something that you felt even deceitful about them, and all that they have been deceiving you with is their feelings. I want you to be clear on that. And I do feel like you took them in the wrong way. You thought they were kind of a sneaky person, but what you were sensing was that they were hiding something, and what they were hiding was their feelings for you. Okay. And I feel like it is about really obviously it's going to be up to you all what you end up doing here, but I do believe that anytime we are being forthcoming and honest, it's a good thing. As long as we're not trying to alter the way that others see us or other people, or, if it's a genuine, honest, and vulnerable communication here, I don't see anything ever wrong with that. And I think that we have been led to believe that there's something wrong with us having feelings. We don't get to choose who we get these feelings for. So there's nothing wrong with it. Of course, if you tell somebody that you feel a certain way about them and they say that is disgusting and inappropriate and I don't like you, and you continue on, that is not okay. But I think that in a situation where I do believe there's two people feeling the same exact thing, like I said, if you do communicate clearly with someone and they don't reciprocate, then it is our duty to respect that person's wishes and boundaries and walk away. But I don't think that's going to happen here. I think there's a need for communication between the two of you. And I don't know how that is going to be broken because I feel like you both feel like you're being inappropriate by liking the other. And so there's a strong need for some break in that, just a need for some genuine communication. And how that's going to happen is going to be different for each of you, but I think it's important. So you'll have to decide how you do that, each and every one of you. And I love you so much. And I will see you all very soon. Mwah.